In the 1800s, life expectancy was less than 40 years. But life expectancy has been steadily increasing the last 2 centuries, gaining about 2 years per decade. That is, until recently, longevity gains have faltered or even reversed thanks to the obesity epidemic. Sadly, we may now be raising the first American generation to live shorter lives than their parents. Foods rich in fat and sugar can supercharge the brain's reward system, which can overpower the brain's ability to tell the individual to stop eating. In these cases, the more someone eats, the more he or she wants to eat, and thus, a food addiction is born. In a study recently conducted at the University of Michigan, the study's researchers had 120 undergraduates complete the Yale Food Addiction Scale, and then indicate which of the 35 foods they most associated with addictive-like eating behaviors. Then they enlisted 384 community participants to further investigate how the attributes of those 35 foods correlated to addictive-like eating behavior. Here's what they found out. Processed foods, high in fat and/or refined carbohydrates with a high glycemic load, were found to be most addictive. Let's take a look at the top 10 addictive foods among those assessed in the study. Pizza, chocolate, chips, cookies, ice cream, French fries, cheeseburgers, soda, cake, and cheese. We are warned that if the obesity epidemic continues unchecked, current trends signal a potential loss of 2 to 5 or more years of life expectancy in the United States. Think of it this way. If a miracle cure for all forms of cancer were found, it would add only 3.5 years to the average American lifespan. Reversing the obesity epidemic could save more lives than curing cancer. The evidence being overweight increases your risk for debilitating diseases like diabetes is considered indisputable. Weight loss not only contributes to longer lives thanks in part to less diabetes and less cardiovascular disease, but also less cancer. This may be because anti-tumor immunity appears to be affected by weight. Thanks to the obesity epidemic, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is now the most common liver disorder in the industrialized world. Fat doesn't just end up in our bellies and thigh, but inside some of our internal organs. More than 80% of individuals with abdominal obesity may have fatty infiltration into their liver. And those with severe obesity, the prevalence can be up to 90%. This condition may lead to inflammation, scarring, and ultimately cirrhosis and liver cancer. Currently, this non-alcoholic fatty hepatitis is the leading cause of liver transplants in American women. Men are expected to catch up soon. Kidney obesity is one of the strongest risk factors for chronic kidney diseases. Your kidneys compensate for the metabolic demand of the excess weight by redlining to what's called hyperfiltration to deal with the extra workload. This resulting increased pressure within the kidneys can damage the sensitive structures and increase the risk of kidney failure over the long term. Given the myriad health conditions associated with excess weight, annual medical spending attributable to obesity is nearly $2,000 per year with obese workers, compared to their lean counterparts. Between healthcare costs and diminishing productivity in regards to lost workdays, the total lifetime cost of obesity for children and teens has been estimated to exceed $150,000. Some estimates set the national cost of obesity to about $150 billion, with another $50 billion per year added by 2030 as increasingly heavy baby boomers continue to age. The true cost may be more in lives rather than dollars. Poor food choices can become very addictive. We at the Institute for Addiction Study believe that awareness in regards to food choices can lead to a healthier and happier life. We believe in avoiding the repercussions associated with addictive choices. For more information regarding addiction, please contact us at the Institute for Addiction Study. You're invited to check out helpful information found on our website. Our link is in the description.